Good morning, folks! Here we are again for an adventure in wondering the spectacular and rich minds of our beloved English literary authors.
What an energy, Lewis! Today is such a blessing and indeed a blazing day to introduce to you some of the literary works that these authors wrote way back to modern period. But before that,
let us all welcome our first literary author. She may be a muggle, but her literary pieces spread all across the globe, leaving a magical impact like no other.
she fits right in Gryffindor. Folks, please give a hand to Miss Joanne Kathleen Rowling.
Thank you so much for having me. It's amazing to be here among so many literary legends.
Your work has certainly sparked imaginations worldwide. The Harry Potter series does not only give magical impact, but also courage, friendship, and facing dark forces within and outside ourselves.
Indeed, Miss Rowling, and it's fascinating how your storytelling bridges both children and adult readers. Can you tell us a bit what inspires you to create Hogwarts?
Well, it all started in a train journey, really. I imagined a school for wizards, full of mystery and wonder. And apparently, a lot of homework for poor wizards.
Yes, magical assignments. Something all we can relate to, like one way to another.
Now, let us welcome our next author, a man whose words sometimes feels like a dream within a dream. Known for his poetry and plays that delve into complexities of human consciousness. Please welcome Thomas Stearns Eliot.
Thank you, Clive and Virginia. It's a pleasure to be here.
Mr. Eliot, your works like The Wasteland and the Four Quartets are intellectually rich. What drives your style in weaving dense imagery with philosophical reflection?
Well, I always believe that literature is not only to entertain, but to provoke thought. I want reader to feel the fragmentation of modern world and search meaning amidst chaos.
Beautifully said. And on that note, let's welcome a visionary of the dystopian imagination, whose sharp critique of society left us questioning the future. Please welcome Mr. Eric Arthur Blair, also known as George Orwell.
Thank you. It's such an honor to be here in such an illustrious way.
1984 and Animal Farm, two timeless works that warn us of totalitarianism and the misuse of power.
And now, a writer whose epic tales transports readers into a completely new world yet resonate with universal truth. Please help me welcome my dear friend of many years, Mr. Joanne Ronald Rowell Tolkien.
Thank you, Virginia, and hello, Jack.
Ah, Tolkien, my oldest rival in storytelling, and occasional drinking partner at Inklings. You still find time to teach at Oxford, right?
Always, Jack. Someone has to keep on teaching.
And yet, the Lord of the Rings trilogy remains a masterclass in world building.
I simply enjoy creating a world that feels real, a place for language, myths, and eternal struggle between good and evil.
Speaking of eternal struggle, let's continue with a writer known for exploring human instincts and society, David Herbert Lawrence.
Hello, thank you for having me here. My works explore tensions between individuality, social conventions, particularly regarding relationships and desires.
And next, a writer who takes us from the edge of absurdity with a minimalistic prose that leaves us a lasting impression. Samuel Barclay Beckett.
Appreciated. My aim is to strip life to its essential, exposing the absurdity and silence that often define existence.
Let's acknowledge the presence of the author of The Brave New World, who examines the complexities of modern world. Let's welcome Aldous Huxley.
Thank you so much. It's such a pleasure to be here.
And last but not the least, a revolutionary author whose narrative experiments changed literature forever. Please welcome Mr. James Agustin Aloysius Joyce.
Thank you. My work seeks to mirror the complexity of consciousness, capturing the nuances of daily life in extraordinary ways.
Wonderful! Now that we've met all our authors, let's tour deeper to their lives, works, and maybe a little bit of literary fun.
This is exciting. Stay a bit, folks, for we will be back in a minute. Stay tuned and watch
Authors! Author Show!
We are back to the
Author Show! Now, we will have a fun collabora talk where we will ask one question and all of you will answer. Are you ready?
Your question is, if you could collaborate one of these fellow authors, who would it be and why?
Mr. Tolkien's Hogwarts students exploring Middle-earth, it would be a total of magical chaos.
I'd gladly have wizards tiptoeing through Rivendell.
I choose Miss Virginia Woolf. Time blending with prose and poetry combined can be profound.
Perhaps we could write a novel where time bends like a debate.
Mine will be Mr. Lewis. Different views on morality would spark an interesting debate.
As long as you don't turn Narnia into dystopia, George.
Absolutely.
If I could choose someone to collaborate, Oh, Miss Rowling. She brings magic to human emotion.
For me, it would be Mr. James Joyce. Together, we could create almost unbearably brilliant literature.
That's the plan, Sam.
And of course, I will choose my dear friend Tolkien. Adventure, heroism, and talking phones guaranteed.
Indeed.
I'd collaborate with George Orwell's. Combining our visions in society and politics would be enlightening.
Seems like we knew each other's literary piece, huh? Why not proceed to our literary game?
Perfect timing, Adeline. Now, since we've confirmed that all of us here in studio knew each other's works, let us test right now the mastery of everyone's stories made.
Alright, everyone, time for a fun twist. Let's play Act Me Out. Here's the rule.
One of us will act out the title of the famous literary work. She or he will be picked out on the table, while the remaining players will guess the title and the literary authors of the literary piece.
Everybody ready? Let's begin with you, Lewis.
Oh, I know that. It's To the Lighthouse, Virginia Woolf.
Correct.
Harry Potter. I wrote it myself.
That's right.
The Lord of the Rings by me.
Correct.
So, Brave World. Oh, Brave New World. You're written by Aldous Huxley.
waiting for Godot, Beckett's work.
That's correct!
It's my work, The Wasteland.
That's right!
I knew it! I knew that! That's Aslan, Jack's work.
I never wrote anything entitled Aslan, Robert.
The Chronicles of Narnia, Lewis.
Perfect, Mr. Beckett.
Yeah. Now, that's Animal Farm, Mr. Always Speaks.
Definitely right.
Is that Ulysses? Written by you?
It's correct. Ulysses by James Joyce.
That was really fun. I could see Tolkien being so competitive.
I miss the feeling of competing with you, Jack.
That was spectacular, everyone. I think some of us discovered hidden acting talents today.
Indeed, and it's amazing how this works, even whether it's magical, absurd, or dystopian. Continue to inspire imagination both on page and in real life.
That's all for today's Act Me Out. Scores don't matter, except for the bragging rights about it.
Hold up for the next segment after a little break. Stay tuned and watch Author Show! Welcome back to the Author Show!
Fasten your seatbelts, my dear audiences.
The next segment will be faster than James Joyce writing a 300-page sentence. Let's all begin with our Fast Talk. Lights on or lights off?
On.
Harry or Draco?
Hurry.
Dead or alive?
Alive.
Coffee or tea?
Tea.
Poetry or drama?
Poetry.
Dead or alive?
Dead.
Future or past?
Future.
Brave or new? Dead or alive?
Dead.
Fact or fiction?
Fact.
People or animal?
Animals.
Dead or alive?
Dead.
Giants or elves?
Elves.
Pipe or pan?
Pipe.
Dead or alive?
Dead.
Nature or city?
Nature.
Calm or chaos?
Chaos.
Dead or alive?
Dead.
Waiting or moving?
Waiting.
Absurd or profile?
Absurd.
Dead or alive?
Dead.
Long or short?
Long.
Reality or dream?
Dream.
Dead or alive?
Dead.
And that concludes our literary lightning round.
A round where no one survived.
Because all of you are dead.
Except for Miss Rowling, of course.
Oh, but your work's still very much alive.
You are right, Miss Virginia. All our literary pieces shape the emergent literature nowadays.
Well, dear friends, what a journey we've taken today. From magic to modernism, dystopia to drama, and a little chaos in between.
Indeed, we wandered through minds and shaped worlds, challenged truths, and stretched imagination beyond its limits.
To our brilliant guests, Joanne Kathleen Rowling, Thomas Stearns Eliot, Aldous Huxley, George Orwell, John Ronald Reuel Tolkien, David Herbert Lawrence, Samuel Beckett, and James Joyce. Thank you for lending us your wit, wisdom, and one-word answers. And of course, thank you, our wonderful audience, for keeping literature alive by simply loving it.
May your shelves be full.
May your minds be curious. May your mind stay curious.
May your stories never end.
This has been
Authors Author Show! Until next time, keep reading, keep imagining, and keep wondering.